Hey, good morning, gang. It's Mob Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. Thought I'd check in and say hi. Greetings to my fishy friends. I'm in the process of puppy proofing the house, which is good. Lumpy Dog, good morning. So I have a puppy arriving next weekend. So I will pick her up on Saturday and drive home from Minnesota with a 10-week-old puppy. I don't know what I'm going to call her yet. We'll see what her personality is. Apparently, she's kind of a boss dog. My last dog was a boss dog, so those are easy. You just have to be the alpha. Once you're the alpha, once they realize, oh, the guy who feeds me or the gal who feeds me is the boss, you pretty much have it licked. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get that done, but I like doing the alpha stuff. It'd be easier. A bigger dog is easier. So I'm getting a Brittany. She'll get to be about 30 pounds, 35 pounds. So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about the puppy. So what's going on in your fish room? I got to do some water changes today. I've got to do normal stuff. I've been awake for about an hour, so I have the coffee. I'm enjoying that and getting that in place, and so I'll organize how I handle the puppy. Alishan, I've not decided on a name. I have to do. It's a purebred dog that I'll do a little bit of showing, and I'll do like obedience and rally with her. It's as a general rule, I have to the registered name has to have both kennels, the kennel of the sire and the kennel of the dam. So it's gonna be not a lot of have fun on that, but personality wise, I've thought of the name Chili. I've thought of the name Hazel or Mabel or a Gladys, call her Gladdy. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But apparently she's personality plus, so it's all good. It's easier to deal with a bulldog than it is one that's shy. I've learned, at least. So yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. Let's see what's going on with the fish. Water changes. Everything's going well. Alishan, how are the guppies? You have babies yet? Ah, good coffee. My it's the puppy training, as you know, if you haven't gone through a puppy thing for a while. Well, it's been 14 years for me, but no babies, but doing fine. You'll get babies. You'll get babies. It's that first, month or so getting it toilet trained. And I have a feeling she's probably fairly well toilet trained at this point. The breeders only have a couple of litters a year. They're show breeders and field breeders. Of the puppy, The father's a dual champion. That means show champion and field champion. He's a show champion in Canada and in the United States. Basically, this dog has done whatever it's wanted to do, has done really well, real trainable. The mother's a show champion. Her sire is a national best of breed winner. My dog's sire is a national best of breed winner. So there you go. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited about going down and doing that. And she should be a good one. So it's I'll end up having to have one litter with her. And the litter will be I have to go through with the breeder choosing the sire. So that's good stuff. So I'm kind of excited about the whole puppy thing. Kind of fun there, having fun with the fish. It's and enjoying it very much. It's let's see what else is going on with the fish stuff. Just a lot of stuff. I have to hide wires because, as you know about puppies, they'll chew about anytime. I'm taking time off to go get her. So I'm going to try to get her in. I'll get her, late Sunday and Labor Day. I'll be with her. But essentially, I'm going back to work on Tuesday, and it's just get her into the schedule. Get the dog into the schedule. You've got to go and let her learn all that stuff. I've got to stop by. There is an obedience school with the area kennel club. And I'm going to stop by on Tuesday night this week because they do a weekly drop-in class for show confirmation, just for people to get practice with their dogs that they show. So I'm going to drop in and make sure I can get a puppy kindergarten set up as soon as possible. I'd like to start that in October. And if you get a puppy, I'll give you a tip. My old boss years ago breeds and shows Bernese Mountain Dogs, which are like big golden retrievers, but they're black and they're tan and they're white and they're gorgeous dogs. Absolutely gorgeous. And sometimes he's had 7 of them at one time, he and his wife. Puppy kindergarten, he demanded that I go through. Yeah, no paternity time off of work. I know it's crazy. I do have, I think it's 4 more days left of vacation. So, and I think I'm given like a 5th day. So I may take a long weekend, the weekend following. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's crazy. But you have to get the pooches into the schedule. Once they sort of learn, the deal is though, my normal 3:42 in the morning, I'm gonna have to wake up a little bit earlier. I'm gonna have to wake up at 3 because I'm gonna have to feed her, give her water, take her for a big walk, let her do all of her business, and then get ready to go to work. So that first, till I have her solidly toilet trained, it's gonna be 3 a.m. And so there you go. On Monday, I've got to go pick up. I don't think I'm going to have time to add just a ton of junk to do today. Monday, on the way home from work, I'm picking up her kennel and her dog food and dishes. because the only dishes I have are for a dog that weighed 5 pounds. So I have to get bigger dishes for her. So that's nice. I think my company would give my company is very dog friendly. So I'm going to bring her into the office, not in the morning, but I'll bring her in at lunchtime. I'll bring her in the afternoon a couple of times a week, just so she gets all sorts of people petting her. The key thing is getting them to, is socializing. And you start that off right off the bat. My previous dog, the Pomeranian, they were real big on making sure that you socialize with the breeder was, and it was so right. Bigger poop logs, yep, that is true. I have to restart saving plastic bags for taking her out for that walk, getting her out to see the neighborhood. Here's the good news. I have next door neighbors. They have cats. They have no fear of dogs. So she'll be exposed to kitties right off the bat. They're in my backyard constantly. And my next door neighbors, well, all my neighbors have dogs. I have to quiz the cop on one side. I know he has male dogs. I have to find out if they are neutered. And there's a guy behind me that I've never had a conversation with. I've got to ask him when I see him out back and quiz him on that. Yeah, the breeder has suggested the food. And I'll just keep what the breeder says. They've been doing this. These people have been breeding Brittany's for 30 years. And the dog that I'm getting, and why I chose this breeder, is that as a child we had Brittany's, and these come from the same bloodlines. So that's real good, and that's great. It's so for her, we'll go through, get her going. In 2 years, she'll have a litter, and then I'll decide if I'm going to do a second litter. I may spay her at that point, but I'm going to show her, and I have a feeling she'll get her championship easy. For the dog showing, this is how this works: is that it's like 17 points to get the championship, but you have to have 2 majors, and the majors being, sometimes they offer a 3-point major, but it's normally 4-point and 5-point. So I'll just hit the dog shows like in Fayetteville, in Springfield. Tulsa's not that far from me. Kansas City's not that far from me. Hey, good morning, Chattanooga Ed. It's right before your bedtime. And I'll hit the shows with her, and I may have to do a big drive to somewhere to get majors. So there you go. See, Chattanooga Ed, I know your schedule. So yes, I'm excited about the puppy. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's Westminster. You know what? Depends. Generally, you don't take your dog to Westminster. You actually have to get an invitation to be in Westminster. because they only do best of breed. So, um, yeah, if it's later in the morning, Chattanooga Ed, I am picking up my puppy on Saturday, and I will be back probably around midnight, which is late for me. So there you go. Go Chiefs, go! I'm a Vikings fan. I have no idea. The Vikings could go through the entire season without winning a game. I have no idea what we're going to get. So, yeah, so the puppy is going in. I've got to organize, just get the stuff done, but it's going to be fun. And once she becomes a show champion, here's the deal about the dog showing thing is that your dog you can have a dog get a championship and it's quote unquote uh not a dog that is perfect. And they call a special. The special are the dogs that go on the best of breed circuit. And the specials, uh, my childhood dog was a show champion, but physically, he could have been a special. He had the right look. He had everything about him was good. The problem was he didn't like dog showing all that much. He he was easily distracted. He would jump on the judge. He would do crap like that. It took him a few years to finish his show championship, not because he wasn't winning, because he'd misbehave. So he didn't necessarily really like dog showing. Some dogs love it. So you have to have a dog that physically does everything right and is perfect to be a special or close to perfect. It's like Guppies, is that, and I'm sure with other types of fish, is that you can have one that does relatively well, that looks right, but you have to have, the two things with the Brittany. This one right now, you know, uh, she's as a show prospect. She could end up being too tall or too short. So you have to get it. Yeah, so it's hopefully she will be exactly perfect and I can get it done. Posiwi, good morning. So we'll see what happens. It's my dog's first shows will be in I'll start looking for shows in January. She's 6 months in December. And after 6 months, that's when you can start showing her. So so I have some time to figure it out. Degenerate Fish Keeper, how you doing? Chris John, good morning. Yeah, so that's exciting. So the puppy will be here. I'll get her to do what she's supposed to do. Life's good. Hey, Degenerate Chris. Chris, there you go. Yes, other than that, that's what's going on there. So stuff with the fish, stuff with the thing. Hey, good morning, biggies. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I have a fenced backyard, which is good. I've got to pick up some toys, including balls to throw to her, to get her to run, burn off that energy. Beautiful thing about a dog that wants to go for a walk, it gets you out walking. And I'm not the guy that because I have a fenced yard, it means I don't walk my dog. It means I am walking my dog. In fact, very rarely do I put the dog in the backyard to go to the bathroom. The only time I ever did that was on a live stream, or if I was on a Zoom call with Bolo, I'd put him out if all of a sudden he wanted to go. But that was rare. Came in second at the Clash show. Good for you. Yeah, yesterday was Keystone Clash, right? So there you go. Hold on a second. I gotta blow my nose. Morning stuff. I'm gonna turn off the sound. One sec. I'll be right back. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Peplin Creek Aquatics. How are you? Hey, sorry uh had phlegm. It was morning stuff. It's all good. I've had allergies the last couple of days. Nice. Nice, Posiwi. No, her energy will not scare these kitties. The neighbor cats, one of them, these people next door that have the cats, they have a year and a half old lab. So they've been around puppies. They've got an older lab. No, they don't have any fear. Jenny Lynn, good morning. Yeah, the puppy will probably be scared of the cats. One of the cats, Hampton, will go from there. Yeah, no, I'm going to expose the puppy to everything as quickly as possible. I'm going to bring her into the office, allow everybody to pet her. I'm going to have her super socialized. Yeah, Hampton's the man. So yesterday, as I was doing yard work, the neighbors were doing yard work and they had the dogs out front. The dogs come over to greet me. Hampton comes over to greet me. Callie's kind of weird. She will greet me and doesn't have a problem with it, but it's sort of on her terms. So there you go. But yeah, Hampton. Yeah, both of those cats are sometimes are laying on my in my entryway. So yesterday I was out doing stuff. All of a sudden, Hampton was it was at my door of my garage, inside the garage, trying to figure out if he wanted to come in. So there you go. Hey, Petroman 1185 CB in the house. I feel sorry, by the way. Keep the folks who live in Louisiana and Mississippi and Gulf Shore, Alabama, and your thoughts and prayers. This thing's gonna be, going through there. Yeah, with the whole thing, Chris, when you get to do the puppy thing, you have to be real focused. You basically have to be watching them at all time and teach them about going out. Uh, they say, by the way, the small dogs going from there. You have 4 dogs, all rescues. Yep, there you go. That's great. The reason I didn't get a rescue dog, I'll explain why, is not because of some snobbery or whatever. Um, is that I want to show the dog. I also want to do obedience and rally type stuff. And it's purpose bred. So this dogs are going from there. Yeah, it's yeah, this one she should be pretty close because she's in a home right now with a bunch of dogs. So she's seeing these people have like 7 or 8 dogs. So she's seeing the behavior, and apparently she's as smart as a whip. And so that's good. 11 here. Holy capoli, gang. 4 thumbs up. Thank you very much. So, yeah. So, other than that, get my, puppy proof stuff, get stuff in place. Yeah, your dog was trained to ring a bell to go out. In her older age, she now just whines or stares. Yeah. Bolo at the end there would just stare at me. Yeah, I don't have another dog, but she's in a place with a lot of dogs. She'll know the behavior. I'm on my drive from Minnesota to back to Joplin. Hey, thank you very much, Chattanooga. She'll sit in my lap most of the time. I want her to form a bond with me as soon as possible. And I'm gonna bring little treats for when she goes outside. I have these little. I bought brand new treats before Bolo passed away, and I mean, they're tiny, so that's good. Yeah, it's just the biggest problem is just watching the dog and seeing the dog's behavior, and it's that's the deal. If you notice the dog's behavior, it's being at one with your dog. Yeah. Oh, the little treats for the service dog. Yeah. Tiny little treats. And when she goes outside, she gets a treat. When she does the tricks, I'll start training her immediately on healing, on, sitting, staying. And the other one to do is the leave it deal, where you put the treat down the floor and you go, leave it, leave it. Bolo would go nuts over that. He would sit and just start barking at the treat until I let him go. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so we'll go get her up and running. And then after that, hopefully we'll do the puppy kindergarten. I'll do an obedience class or two with her. We'll see how talented she is at that. Your hound is good at leave it, except he drools. Yeah, I was thinking of the drooling dogs. I had some friends, years ago. I had like four friends who got old English Mastiffs, the big 200-pound ones. And they were sweet as sweet could be, but all they did is drool. Yeah, they warned that about my Pomeranian that you had to be with him at all times. And in my backyard right now, I see hawks on a regular basis. In fact, I got some pretty good shots. I was out walking Bolo like in June, early June or late May, and all of a sudden I saw a bunch of little birds chasing around a red-shouldered hawk. So I got in, grabbed my camera, got out back, and got some pretty good shots of it. The other thing, by the way, with small dogs, if you have like, and it's going from there. It Your dog was tossed because he had a bad nose. Yeah, well, it's if you're dealing with a scent dog, Brittany's have a very good nose because they're but not like a hound. They're focused on birds and stuff like that. I'm not much of a hunter. I like hunting, but you need to spend a lot of time walking through fields, training the dog, and all that sort of stuff. Um, but you have to give a dog, especially this type of dog, you have to give her a job, and so I will give her a job. She'll do obedient stuff. We'll do those classes. We'll do, she will have a job. And a lot of times with purpose bred dogs, they go in and you follow through. She may be a washout, may not be. You have a dachshund and he thinks he's a big bad wolf. Yeah. You had Springers for a long time. Yeah. Yeah. The Brittany is, they pulled the Spaniel moniker off of it mainly because it's essentially like a pointer. It's a pointing breed. New channel, Mob Puppy. Yeah. So yeah, so pretty excited about the fish, pretty excited about the whole thing. So it's going on. So yeah, so today get all sorts of stuff done. Your dachshund will be highly shocked when the tiny pup husky ends up towering him. No, he won't be. Your dachshund will be in charge of it. So my Pomeranian, my late Pomeranian Bolo, my sister has golden retrievers, and her first golden retriever was like about a year and a half when Bolo met her. She was 70 pounds, Bolo, 7. And she made two mistakes. She whacked Bolo with her hand, with her paw. She went like that. Yeah, that didn't go so well. Bolo let her have it. Then, after that, after Bolo let her know that, yeah, he's alpha, she's not, they were laying next to each other and they gave a giant bone uh, to the golden. They wanted to know if Bolo won. When I said no, he'd get sick off. So they gave her a bone that was like about a foot long. And Bolo went and ripped it out of her mouth and walked away with it. So there you go. There you go. Other than that, let's see here. I don't have to get a hotel in Minnesota. I have some friends that high school friends that invited me over. So I'll take them out to dinner, and I'm going to stay at their place. So it's all good. All good in the hood. All right, gang, I need to hit it. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have an amazing Sunday, and we will see you Monday night. Tomorrow night, we'll be here. Mobb Guppy with the Guppies, the Mob.